Greetings, my friends. I am Gilles Mancillon, an artist and spiritualist. I come to discuss spirituality and the ascension path, the personal development in relation to our source, to our spirituality. I thank you so very much for your presence, for your likes, for your sharing, for your comments, for your donations. If you want a private session or consultation, you can send me an email. I'll give you my phone number. And so it is important to stay focused on the fifth dimension, on this point of liberated consciousness. We're moving towards that. We're actually mostly in the fourth dimension. Our emotional body is in the fourth dimension. Our physical body is in the third dimension, and our consciousness keep traveling between all those dimensions. So our mental body, our consciousness. So we're really a prototype here. It's very important because we're serving as prototype. How do we ascend physicality into a more etheric form, a crystalline form, and that will serve many other civilizations that are prepared for that. So but it's like with the higher self, when we need to connect to receive the guidance from a higher self. But the higher self is very detached, has no emotion. Where here we feel things in a visceral way. The viscera are essentially the five energies of the human body: the heart with the fire, the kidneys with the water, the lungs with the metal, the liver with the wood, and the pancreas and the spleen with the earth, and those energies need to gather at the center. But until we completely completed this inner process, we may be sometimes there is energies that are not that are not completely providing this fulfillment, and so we need to continue to work on this alignment with our chakras and call on our source. So we need to I want to give thanks to all those who are working on the side of the mother. There are many individuals that are fully in service to others without any public recognition, or even they completely unknown, completely they are like human angels. And for working on the side of the father in this patriarchal society is much more, it's a bit easier, because it's like we become famous medium, a famous writer, or famous, but there is a lot of people that are working anonymously and are doing so much good for others. And I wanted to thank them and to express my gratitude and pray for all those that are doing that are working on the mother side, and so that they may be rewarded and recognized on this planet during this lifetime. Although that's not what they're seeking. What they're seeking is to do good. They're not seeking recognition, but they still, we want them to be to feel good and to get all they need for their service. For it's more in this patriarchal society. It's easier to be on the side of the father. Yet we need to blend in. It's like there is a big powerful return of the divine feminine that will be coming more and more. For love does not exist outside of us. It doesn't exist when we feel in love. It is our own heart that we feel. It is the connection to someone else. When we love something, it is from within. Love does not exist outside of us. Yet, of course, we can align with higher forms of love and light on the higher planes. But fifth dimensional ascension is happening faster and faster and faster. There is so much that is in the works as the earth moves and continue to elevate her frequency. So we move with her. Those who do not will be left behind. There is more than half of the population who will not be doing this ascension. So it's very important to stay tuned to our daily energy for recalibration all the time. And we're all rewriting the old mental programming. Pain and suffering is physical and emotional, are natural things that we need to experience during our ascension. It's very temporary. It's about letting go of all kinds of old comfort zones, and being aware of what needs to be changed. But we're getting ready on the physical stage for complete revelation, for disclosure, with prosperity funds that are very close to be released, removal of all the Anunnaki old programmation of society. And we it's very important to neutralize negativity before it can run its way. If you see something negative, do not let it run. It's like fire, so use the water of life, of love, to extinguish the fire, to not let negativity run free. uh, and stop giving power to someone else. The true power already has free will, but it's your own sovereignty that is important. And so this water of life, the light of love, this liquid light is really the ability to, from intention, everything comes from intention. Intention is very powerful because your source knows if you're pure in your intention, then the source will assist in the manifestation. And so source may seem to be late in responding to our prayer for freedom and for ascension and for liberation, for justice, but it has to come from within. So once we make enough transformation within, it is matched by the outside world. We are trading division and conflict for the synergy of the collective ascension. It is a monumental task. Individual ascension is very complicated, but collective ascension is something that's never been tried in this universe. So it's like it is difficult. So it's very important to do your daily meditation, to be conscious, to do conscious breathing, to pray to God, to communicate with your higher self. That's the only way not to get trapped in the labyrinth of the mind and the tricks of the matrix, of the lower matrix that's still somewhat in place in the third dimension. But to do that every day. Also understanding the Christ is the energy of your inner light. It is the energy of your divinity. It is not an external force. Of course, it is a master, but it's just a brother that can assist you in helping you discovering your own inner Christos and Sophia. I'm going to pull some cards. I didn't plan a song today. So I have this one song in my mind, but I've sang it yesterday, so I'm not going to sing it again. So the observer of the day is peace. And the wisdom is breathing, to do more deep breathing, conscious breathing. What we need to understand is the unfinished symphony. To know that we have this, we need to pass many. There are 7 concentric circles of consciousness, 7 levels in each dimension, and each level has 7 sub-levels. So we need to complete a level before we can be free. Otherwise, we'll be lost on the next level. So just understand. Sometimes we've been told that we have all the power to transmute all the lower energy into higher frequency. Yes, and we've been told that all has meaning. Sometimes it is not so obvious. We have to wait for understanding. And what we need to do is to align with the law, the rule. It's the respect of the rules. For the rules, we create our own rules within the law. And the outcome is here and now. We're moving from a linear time, past and future, into the now. For it is in the now that all is being created and recreated. And it's important to work from the absolute source of energy rather than reworking karma over and over and over again. So by doing that, we are removing all causes from pain within. And so we need. It's very important that we complete each level to understand we are on different level, but we need to complete the level we are in to move on to the next plateau, and we have to become the alchemist of our own transformation, and learning from all people, all experiences, all situations. Everything has something to teach us. Don't try to make sense, though, of the insanity of the past, though. That's a complete waste of time because it will rework karma. Just make a blank canvas, return to the center, the absolute creator, the one that is all, the one that beyond time, beyond space, beyond mind. There is this energy. Call on this energy. Otherwise, we'll be reliving the past over and over again when we turn to love only, the love of God and the oneness of the source only. For free will, we have the free will to accept or reject any sorts of ideas. So we have to be discriminating in what we say yes to and what we say no to. And there is more and more pressure. We'll see. There's going to be a mask that's going to fall very, very soon. I can't say which ones, but it's going to create ripples throughout the whole of society about the deep state. And they're getting more and more pressure. Those who are all the deep state, the Illuminatis, and all that support their programs are getting more and more pressure from above. For they think of themselves as superior to all, even superior to God, and so they feel justified to do all they do in order to stay in control. That's the Luciferian model. which he went into a mental illness where he thought he could do better outside of the decree that God created for the administration of the universe. Anybody who tell you that Lucifer is a good guy, that we should follow his instruction, they're manipulating you. He's not. He's just an insane spirit that it's in the hands of God now. But do not follow all these Luciferian teachings. Separation, the superego, that's the ego is superior to the higher consciousness of the Creator. And a lot of the things we do is actually done during our sleep time, and there is so much that we need to transmute. We can't do it all when we're asleep, when we're awake, but when we're asleep, sometimes we get very tired, or we wake up tired. It's because a lot of work has been done, and so it's important to realize the monumental expansion that is going on, and to tune in more and more to the higher frequency, the love and unity of the God within, and so that and to do the meditation to communicate with our higher self. Well, I'll pull a few oracles. Thank you so very much for your presence and your support, and I hope you're having a good Sunday. It's bright and shining here near Paris. The observer of the day is courage. For it takes courage to let go, courage to hold, to strive, courage to leap, courage, all kinds of courage. The more courage you have, the more love and compassion, and the more wisdom and lucidity will come as well. The higher wisdom is to delight, find things that are delightful, to be amazed, to be what needs to be understood is the priorities. There are certain things that one needs to do first. What is the priority? What we need to do is beginnings, new beginnings, and the outcome will be a spiritual quest, because whichever level we get on, it's like there is a new adventure, there is always new adventure. So once we complete a cycle, we're moving on to the next level, and there is a new spiritual adventure. Just stay within what is appropriate for you, within your frame, what is guided to do. If your inner self, your guidance tell you that it's not for you, then there is enough meaningful adventure to waste your time with meaningless experiences that will actually slow down your process of ascension. Follow your guidance as much as possible. Sometimes we're not fully aligned with it, but the observer of the day is illumination. We're getting closer to this full illumination for what the higher wisdom is going forward. There is never about going backwards. We need to move forward. Whatever is needed whatever is important for us, we're going to find it before us. Let go of the past. If there's something from the past that was important, it will return in the future or in the present when we meet it. Well, what we need to understand is the courage to transcend our fear, to face our shadows, to let go of our limitation, to love more. It's like if God has infinite courage, He can love all states. It's like I still feel very weak in relationship to the totality of all that is, because God is able to love all experiences. And when I'm confronted with inner challenges, I feel like, yes, I can love, but it's one step at a time. Well, we're returning to what we need to do is the delight. So just find things that amaze you, and the outcome will be healing chaos. There's going to be a reparation. There's going to be solutions. There's going to be salvation that are working. Great solutions are coming, and we are at the end of a very long road, and we're going to be able to start a new process very, very soon. We're already starting it. Let us make it now. The observer of the day is authenticity. The wisdom is hesitation. for it's like certain things, it's like, yeah, we're not sure. It's normal. It's like we have the right to hesitate. But then we need to check out something, try, just be free and try things out, take risks, take chances. What we need to understand is a learning process. What we need to do is complementarity, to find things and people that complement us, and to be a complement to the world, for we are a unique creation, and so the universe would not be the universe without us, and so we have to understand we are a piece of the puzzle, and each and every one of us is an essential piece, and the outcome is righteousness. So we have to be true, we have to be steadfast. We have to be steady. We have to be we have to be as consistent as possible and to be honest as possible. Doesn't mean that you need to tell everything to everybody. To be honest is like is not about that. To be honest is to be sincere and true to yourself. Once the hesitation, we overcome hesitation, we find compassion, we find equilibrium, and we find family and the sense of connection to our tribe, to our soul, to our family. Well, I hope this message was interesting for you. Wish you a wonderful day, a wonderful Sunday, and I'll talk to you later. Namaste.